Welcome back to Iron Arena, your go-to spot for the real stories behind MMA's toughest fighters. Today, we're diving deep into the legendary career of Diego Sanchez, a true warrior who has faced every challenge with heart and grit. From his early UFC days to his latest fights in Eagle FC, Diego's journey is full of epic battles, personal struggles, and unforgettable moments. Before we jump inside the cage, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our in-depth fighter profiles. Now, let's get into the life and career of Diego Sanchez. UFC career. Diego Sanchez's UFC career is nothing short of epic. It began in 2005 when he entered the very first season of the Ultimate Fighter reality show. This was a groundbreaking moment for MMA. It introduced the sport to a mainstream audience in a new way. Diego was known for his aggressive style, his never-ending cardio, and that wild, fearless spirit. He wasn't the most technically polished fighter, but he had something more important: a warrior's heart. His style was relentless pressure. He never gave his opponents a moment to breathe. Diego would push forward, throwing punches, kicks, and clinch work, making fights exhausting for his adversaries. This relentless pace made him a fan favorite early on. Throughout his UFC tenure, Diego fought many of the division's top names. His battles with Clay Guida became legendary for their non-stop action and dramatic swings. His fight with Joe Stevenson was another brutal, unforgettable contest where Diego showed his toughness and grit. In 2009, he fought for the UFC lightweight title against Benson Henderson. Even though he lost, Diego showed the world he belonged at the top. That fight demonstrated his heart and determination qualities that never left him throughout his career. Diego's UFC career lasted more than 15 years, which is a huge achievement in a sport that constantly demands physical and mental toughness. Over that time, he evolved as a fighter, but never lost his signature aggression and intensity. His fights were often wars, brutal, exhausting, and thrilling to watch. More than just wins and losses, Diego's UFC career was about the stories in the cage. Stories of pain, resilience, and unbreakable spirit. He suffered injuries, setbacks, but always came back fighting. That's why he is a true legend of the sport, beloved by fans who respect fighters who leave everything on the line every time they step inside the cage. Welterweight wars and moved to lightweight. For many years, Diego fought in the welterweight division. Welterweight is one of the toughest divisions in MMA. The fighters are fast, strong, and have a mix of power and speed. Diego's fights at welterweight were intense battles where every round felt like a final. Diego wasn't the biggest guy in the welterweight division. Sometimes, he faced opponents with a clear size advantage. That made his fights even tougher because he had to rely on skill, endurance, and heart to survive. His pressure style was perfect for these wars. He kept moving forward, never backing down, always pushing. Over time, the wear and tear of these battles took a toll. Diego and his team made the decision to drop down to the lightweight division. This change was huge. Cutting weight is never easy. It requires a strict diet, intense training, and a mental commitment that few can handle. But the move to lightweight gave Diego new energy and advantages. At lightweight, he was quicker, more agile, and better able to control the pace. He could use his experience to outsmart younger, faster fighters. His lightweight fights brought new challenges, but also new excitement. The division was stacked with talented fighters, and Diego was ready to prove he still belonged at the top. He continued to bring the same passion and aggression, turning each fight into a battle fans wanted to see. This move extended Diego's career and helped him stay competitive in an ever-evolving sport. It showed his ability to adapt and his commitment to keep fighting no matter what. Fabia situation. The Fabia situation is one of the more dramatic chapters in Diego's recent career, showing the personal and emotional struggles that can come with life as a fighter. What started as a social media disagreement quickly spiraled into a full-blown public feud. Diego and Fabia exchanged heated messages online, which fans eagerly followed. The tension grew so high that it began affecting their professional lives. A fight between the two was highly anticipated, but ultimately canceled because of the personal conflict. This episode highlighted a side of MMA that's often hidden: the mental and emotional pressure fighters face outside the cage. It's not just about physical battles. Personal conflicts can deeply affect a fighter's focus and career. Diego spoke openly about how difficult this period was. The feud was stressful and distracting, and it reminded fans that fighters are human too, dealing with real emotions and struggles. Despite the drama, Diego handled the situation with honesty. He didn't shy away from admitting his mistakes or vulnerabilities. This openness only deepened fans' respect for him. The Fabia situation also sparked discussions about professionalism and sportsmanship in MMA. It showed how social media can fuel conflicts, but also how fighters can grow and learn from these experiences.
Mr. fucking self-awareness, and all he does is comes out and starts fucking, talking shit about people. And now he's going to turn on Diego Sanchez and say bad stuff about Diego?
Immediately.
Listen, the only thing that Diego Sanchez is guilty of is being a really nice guy. And listen, Diego, you lived in a house with Diego for fucking 2 months. Diego's a little out there, okay?
Yeah.
He's not on the same, wavelength.
Eagle FC. After a long UFC career, Diego took a new path by joining Eagle FC, the promotion started by Khabib Nurmagomedov. This was a fresh start and a chance to fight in a less intense spotlight. Eagle FC is a growing promotion, not as huge as the UFC, but gaining attention quickly. For Diego, it meant less pressure and more freedom to enjoy the sport. His debut fights in Eagle FC showed he still has the fighting spirit. Even as a veteran with many miles on his body, Diego brought experience and heart to the cage. He talked about how Eagle FC helped him rediscover his love for fighting. It was less about huge paychecks and more about passion, a chance to compete for the sake of competition. Diego's presence in Eagle FC adds credibility to the promotion. Fans are excited to see a legend continue his journey here. Though his prime years might be behind him, Diego's story isn't over. His fights in Eagle FC show a fighter who still wants to prove himself, to fight hard, and to inspire the next generation. Thanks for watching this deep dive into Diego Sanchez's incredible career and life here on Iron Arena. If you enjoyed this detailed look at one of MMA's toughest warriors, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real, raw fighter stories. What's your favorite Diego Sanchez fighter moment? Let us know in the comments below and join the conversation with fellow fans. Share this video with friends who love MMA, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload from Iron Arena. We have plenty more fighter stories and inside looks coming your way, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep training hard, stay humble, and never forget the heart of a warrior is what makes a true champion.